Help.
Hello.
Doctor, if you have a moment.
Absolutely. At this point, most of my patients are sleepwalkers anyway, and they're not getting any worse. Unfortunately, they're not getting any better either.
How are the infected, Doctor?
They're stable, but that's not exactly a good thing. Nurses make sure they're fed and cleaned. That's all we can do for now.
That's better than nothing.
It's like a ward full of coma patients, except they keep talking to themselves.
Any chance of finding a cure?
We've got a variety of tests running at the moment, but our first attempts were not pretty.
So it's not as simple as scraping the black goo off their faces.
We tried that. You don't want to see what's underneath.
What's happening to the sleepwalkers anyway?
We're still trying to figure that out. Their autonomic system thinks it's in a coma, but something else is influencing their physical actions.
You mean they're getting orders from somewhere?
Only on a very basic level, like how they move toward the alien tower you saw.
Any idea how they're getting these commands?
We think it has to do with the silicoid substance on their faces. It might be functioning like the Mosaic control centers we find in Outsiders.
All the more reason to track down Mosaic and put a stop to it. I suppose there's not much more you can do for now.
We'll keep on testing. Until then, all we can do is keep them comfortable.
Interesting. It's strange they let me keep the gear and everything, if I'm affected by that as well.
Careful in that firing range. Just got it fixed up again.
They're letting me to the firing range as well? They are too trusting.
These spies, and we can go topside. Sure is a nice change, huh?
Let's go to operations.
All right, boys. Get your gear in order and gather around.
This gonna be another rescue cakewalk, sir? Or are we gonna see some action?
Nothing so boring this time, Kinney. No. This time we're going into the belly of the beast.
All right.
Some of those
Yeah,
sleepwalkers
true.
are congregating at a tower out in New Mexico. We're gonna find out why and shut them down.
You sure we won't catch anything being around all those sleepwalkers?
You just worry about us getting into that tower. Alive.
Yes, sir.
This is going to be an extended stay. Investigating the area, finding a point of entry, and infiltrating. We're going to keep a low profile. Until we can strike.
Less John Wayne and more James Bond?
That's the spirit. If we're lucky, we might even find a cure for the sleepwalkers.
Is that even possible?
Hell if I know. But we gotta hope, right? Otherwise, why are we still fighting?
Not talking to me? Ah, sadness. Now I got the whole office for myself.
Seen those sleepwalkers?
Seen them? I caught one of them wandering the halls last night.
Minor operation, long sword. Oops.
You think there's anything we can do for them?
We kept them from being shipped off to who knows where. It's gotta be something.
I've nearly found him, Myron. He's so close. Put me on this mission and I'll hand you his head on a platter.
We're sending Carter after Axis. This is what he does.
Then send us out together.
No one's going anywhere until we know where to look. Agent Weaver, I know why you want to go after Axis. I cannot allow personal feelings to interfere with the mission.
Something going on I should know about?
There you are. Agent Weaver has tracked Axis to the Pacific Northwest.
Oregon. His base is in Oregon.
I'll leave it to the two of you to narrow down our search area. Something smaller than an entire state.
We should talk, Carter.
Well, let's go talk, Angela.
Angela. Agent Weaver.
It's okay, Will. How are you feeling?
Like hammered shit. But I'm still here.
Good. We're onto something.
You and Falk have a problem?
That doesn't matter. All that matters is finding access.
All right. What do we know so far?
I've tracked access to Southwest Oregon. Somewhere remote.
Everywhere in Southwest Oregon is remote.
There's a lot of forest out there. Enough room for access to hide. But I found something. Radio signals.
And they're not ours?
No, I triple-checked, and Ware confirmed it. The broadcast isn't human. What I could translate mentions access repeatedly. They must have some sort of facility there.
Chelsky or Crud might be able to help. They're both smart enough to put one and one together and come up with two. I'll talk to Chelsky, you track down Crud.
Good idea. I should have thought of it.
You'd have thought of it if the old man hadn't got you all riled up. I'll check in with Chelsky and Weir, too.
Thanks, Will. This means a lot. Meet me back at Falk's office when you're done.
Let's go running, find those guys.
Sure they are dangerous?
I don't think we're sure about anything.
Chelsky.
Sir?
Heard anything interesting?
I hear all sorts of interesting things, sir. How many of them are true? That's a different question. You looking for something specific?
Agent Weaver found a signal in Oregon. I need you to look at this.
She mentioned something about that. Oregon, right?
Yeah, she thinks there might be a facility there.
Well, let's see.
Let me know what you find.
I should be able to pin it down soon. Agent Weaver already did the hard part.
I'll come back later.
I keep thinking that elevator's gonna open up and...
This doesn't look like the right place to go to. Actually,
I want you to
no.
check and double check everything.
No, this is
if
the
you
UFO.
went over it, go over it again. And again, just to be sure. Carter, you'll never believe what we found.
Hey, we should listen. What did you find?
We caught a spy sneaking into the Avenger.
Oh, it's
Damn
Avenger.
spy.
Nice.
Here.
Shit. Did he do any damage?
Don't think so. We're double checking. But I think we got him before he could do much.
Another outsider infiltrator. God damn it.
Not an outsider, a Russian. We get attacked by aliens, and we still have to keep our eyes open for Reds. Those commie bastards never give up.
A Russian? How did he get in?
Been down here for a while. He got himself assigned to the hangar before the attack.
And he managed to evade capture this long? I'd like to talk to this fella. Where is he?
In the foreman's office, right over there. Falk wants him debriefed before we shoot him.
Here to talk with the Russian? Seems like a lost cause to
Почему
me.
ты здесь? Вранье еще. Пытание?
Ну, если ты это хочешь, я думал, мы поговорим. Мне надо знать, почему ты здесь.
Я не буду отвечать на твои вопросы.
Да, ты будешь.
You think that will make me talk? You are weak. All of you weak.
Я не знаю, если вы заметили, но холодная война отметнена. У нас гораздо серьезнее гроза. И у вас тоже.
Пришельцы? Да, я слыхал эту историю. Вы думаете, что я совершенно глупой?
Слушай, я был там, вверху. Все правда. Половина мира мертвая, а другая половина зараженная. Не может быть, что только нас ударили. Я обещаю, что двоим друзьям сестер так же плохо, как и здесь. Но если какой-либо из них все еще жив...
Да это просто смешно. Как ты можешь это доказать, а? Голоса по радио и подделанные фотки? Скажи мне, почему я должен верить в твою сказку?
Убийство вас будет траты. Кто знает, как долго ты здесь скрывался? У тебя есть талант, и нам нужны агенты. Эти посторонние не только американская проблема.
Ты думаешь, это сработает? Ха. Ты слабый. Вы все слабые.
Даю тебе предложение. Я пошлю тебя на палубу. Сам можешь убедиться. Если то, что говорю, верно, вы работаете на меня. Если нет, вы можете отбить на Кубу.
И если я не позволяю себя обманывать?
Что ты заботишься? У вас будет оружие. Вы будете отсюда. Так или иначе, вы не будете моей проблемой.
Ладно. Дай мне увидеть этих пришельцев для себя.
Довольно иметь вас на борту.
Hope you don't mind me listening in, but I think you did the right thing.
That commie is something, but I think he's gonna come around.
You can't trust him, Carter.
Well, it's humans against aliens right now, not Americans against Russians. I need someone to take him out to see what the aliens have done firsthand.
If you say so. I'll set up a recon mission. Let's just hope he remembers who the good guys are.
Oh, new mission. Nice. I hope we haven't missed any of these side missions like that.
You heading outside? Not much left to see out there.
Where are we going? Oh, that way.
Heard about your little welcome home party, Carter. Glad to see you're still in one piece.
I'll try to complete as many of the side missions as possible, unless
William,
I've missed
thank
some of
God
them. But
you're all right.
other than that, I'll try to complete all of them. Oh, hello?
You are all right, aren't you?
Yeah, I suppose I am.
You had everyone worried.
Yeah, probably not just about my health. I hear you've been helping Agent Weaver track down information about Axis. Anything I should know?
Yes. It's absolutely imperative you take him alive. We need to take his mosaic implant from him while he's still alive. It will automatically erase itself if he dies.
I generally prefer my outsiders dead.
I won't bore you with the details, but Axis appears to be one of the few outsiders who has been to the mosaic core, where the being they call Origin seems to reside. I can take that information from his mind, if he's alive.
How do you do that?
It's quite remarkable. It has to do with how they process information and communicate with the mosaic network. It involves electrical pulses.
Well, if you think you can do it, that's good enough for me. What happens once we have those coordinates?
We go to the alien homeworld.
You're sure it'll work?
Fairly certain. There's more guesswork involved than I'd like. If I had more time, or if I had Lawrence here.
Buck up, Doc. At least if it doesn't work, we'll all be dead.
Very reassuring, Agent Carter.
Now you know how it feels.
The world is an uncertain place. Sometimes the things we're most sure of.
You're talking about Lawrence, aren't you?
Yes, I suppose I am.
Look, you thought you could trust him, and when it counted, he came through. I don't know why he helped us, but human or not, he did.
I wish I could just ask him why he lied to me.
Why does anyone? We got work to do.
Right.
That means you've figured out how the phase plotter works.
I believe I have. The boys in engineering are installing it on the Avenger even as we speak.
You picked up a lot in that tower.
I managed to gather a great deal of information in that alien tower. The scope and complexity of that network, it's just remarkable.
We're lucky to have you on board with us.
It wasn't luck that brought me here, Agent Carter.
Let's hope the Avenger can handle it. I'm dying to see where these things come from.
Yeah, you might be dying. Lots of discussions now here.
You know, if we make it through this...
Don't even start.
No, really. This technology's gonna change the world.
What have you got on the drawing board today, Doc?
Oh, the usual. A few weapons you brought in, some subsystems for the Avenger, and a couple of side projects for when we rebuild society.
Got any new weapons for the field?
Murphy and I have had a lot of luck with what you've recovered, but it's not exactly easy to hybridize their designs with our own.
Seemed to work well enough for the Avenger.
He died.
To be perfectly honest, we couldn't have done that without Dr. Weir's genius. Although
he stayed back
to
to slow down the aliens.
Ethical disagreements
when
with
we
Misha's development.
rescued Weir. Plus he was one of those sleepwalker.
Dr. Weir's been installing
guys.
the Vengate, and considering the stresses the Avenger would face, we had to
Or
reinforce
outsider.
its hull significantly.
I'm still impressed it can get off the ground at all.
Isn't Dr. Dresner's omni-propulsion system astounding? In fact, if we could channel its energy into a single target, I suspect we could achieve a kinetic impact equivalent to...
Snap out of it, Doc. One thing at a time. It's a bit early to talk about rebuilding society, but I'm curious to see what you got.
It's nothing much, but, well, I've been examining what little we could recover from the outsider seeds. Imagine if we could replicate them.
That would certainly make it easier to rebuild, all right.
Yes, indeed. Why, America could use them to build refugee shelters, revitalize devastated areas, maybe even expand and colonize into ex-Soviet territory.
I think you're getting a little ahead of yourself.
Of course, other nations may mistake this for
You've
continued
been sleeping.
alien attack.
Yeah, you may have
The
missed
great thing about these seeds
some
is that
stuff.
they could create bunkers and military fortifications, as well as...
Doc.
Oh, sorry.
I've got other business to take care of. Good luck, Doc.
Yes, yes, of course.
Well, doctors, got yourselves a new toy?
I assure you, the Illyrium coil transfer rifle is no toy. What I mean to say is that we are testing a potential weapon for Mr. Barnes.
Don't we already have access to the Outsider's weaponry? Have you improved on it?
There is always room for improvement, Carter. Always a smoother transfer mechanism, or a more advantageous dispersal pattern to search for.
And you've just gotta find it, don't you?
Or die trying. So to speak.
I don't know. It's gonna be hard to fit that into a holster.
Yes, very funny. But once we test the fundamentals, we can work on the miniaturization.
And it'd still be useful?
Oh yes. By combining our ballistics know-how with the enemy's energy weapons, we are on the cusp of a new horizon in weaponry.
Combining alien technology and our own. Interesting. How does this monstrosity work?
It's very simple, really. Imagine a Tesla coil, only with its voltage focused through a charged Illyrium ballistic delivery system.
In English?
It's a lightning cannon.
I can see how that would be useful. How does this monstrosity...
It's very...
In...
It's a lightning...
I can see how... You need any help testing it out?
We were hoping you would ask. Our usual assistant seems to have disappeared again. Not literally disappeared, mind you. No, of course not. That never happens.
You were saying?
Yes, the machinery is
It's
in
like me.
position. Just press the button and stand clear. And try not to disappear.
That's all I need to know.
Yes, I'm sure you will be a great help. Only appropriate that a field agent be involved. And all that.
If you'd be so kind as to press the button on the device, we can continue testing.
I'm not sure that's gonna be much use in the field, doctors.
Oh dear.
Let me just adjust the discharge levels. Yes, try it again.
That looks more like it.
Quite satisfactory. But I believe we can do better.
Increasing power levels again. Try now.
It's gonna explode.
I think you've still got some problems to iron out, doctors.
Is everyone all right?
Better than all right. Did you see the yield? Off the charts.
It's a miracle we weren't killed. Fantastic!
Yeah, sure, guys. Leave me out of your tests next time. So, lab notes.
Officer, is the prisoner behaving himself?
Huh? Oh, yes. He's been quiet.
Something on your mind?
Sorry, Carter. It's just... I've had a lot on my mind recently.
How's our friendly local infiltrator doing?
He's been pretty quiet since you had a talk with him. Almost like he's meditating or something. But I couldn't say what's going through his head.
Our last talk was rather revealing. Any chance I could talk with him again?
I don't recommend it. But if you go in there, we'll have witnesses on hand to make sure the person who walks out is still you.
Better than having to take that test again. Is this going to affect your duties?
No. No, sir, not at all.
See that it doesn't. Remember who you're guarding here. What's wrong? Must be pretty important to bother a trooper like you.
It's my girl back in Iowa. She's been taking care of some survivors in a big farmhouse, and she sends transmissions every day, but...
But what?
Latest transmission, she sounded really tired. And, said she found traces of black goo on her pillow.
Shit. I'm sorry.
They're already sending a team to recover as many of them as possible. I just hope she gets back here in time.
Be careful, Rose. A distracted guard is a dead guard. Either get over it, or get a replacement.
Yes, sir. It won't be a problem, sir.
And, good luck.
I really wanted to talk to this guy again.
Welcome back, William Carter. It is pleasant to see a familiar face.
You're in a good mood for a prisoner of war?
As are you. Which means you have recovered a phase plotter. So you plan to go through with your suicidal attack?
So, you really want to see the end of Mosaic? Tell us where they're taking the sleepwalkers, and how do we cure them?
I would not know. I am a warrior, not a scholar. I do not know if it can be cured.
We'll see. You must know something about Axis. If we go after him, what should we expect?
Axis? The Primarch. You are an ambitious creature, William Carter.
Axis, Primarch, whatever you call him.
He is wise and patient. There is a reason Mosaic called him to lead. Do you think it a coincidence that your planet fell so quickly to him?
He's not that smart. We've already tracked him down.
Of course you have. He will let you come to him and then he will destroy you. This is suicide, William Carter.
What are you called?
You do not understand how Mosaic functions. When we are connected, we are Mosaic. Individual names are unimportant.
You're not connected anymore. What do you call yourself now?
I do not know. I have never been concerned with it.
Maybe you should. Help us win, and I'll call you whatever you want. Stick around.
Do I have a choice?
Of course not.
Be cautious, William Carter.
I would like to learn a lot more from him, to be honest. He's a interesting character. So it's always in the XCOM games and all these games, aliens are just things you shoot in the face and never actually discuss or learn anything from them.
You hear Weaver and Falk screaming at each other earlier? I've never seen those two disagree like that.
Yeah, let's go back to the operations. There's something on the table there. Whiskey, nice.
Here's to you, Nico. Rest in peace.
Take the hat.
Heard Agent Weaver locked herself in her office.
Game is playable now. Last time you tried, it kept freezing at the beginning. Ah, that sucks, Kendra. It's been working quite well once I got the settings right.
I trust this isn't a social visit.
Chulsky tracked down the outsider signal near an abandoned campground in southwest Oregon, just where Agent Weaver said. It's Axis. It has to be. The sooner we find Axis, the sooner we find Mosaic and get these assholes off our planet.
It is Sagnif, exactly.
Agent Weaver's been tracking Axis for years. She's obsessed with bringing him down.
Even the combat system is exactly Mass Effect.
Agent Carter. I need someone who can keep a cool head. But barring that, I'll make do with you.
This doesn't make any sense. You're hiding something.
What's your point, Agent?
Tell me what's going on, Falk.
We need to take Axis alive, and you are our best chance to do this. Dr. Weir needs whatever information the bastard has stored in his head. If he dies, that information is lost. Understood?
Don't kill Axis until we have the information. I get it.
Good. I'll signal Barnes to prep your team. We're running out of time, Carter.
Trust me. I know. She's one of the best agents we have.
And you're the other one. We've already lost De Silva, Nils, and at least a dozen other senior agents. I'm not gonna risk losing 2 more of my best assets on a single mission. Especially not when one of them is a risk to the mission itself.
But you need...
Attention! Unauthorized launch. Sky Ranger Foxtrot 901. Return to base immediately.
God damn it.
Weaver.
Jesus Christ. She's gone after Axis.
And here you thought it'd be me who'd go rogue.
You need to stop her.
Stop her? You're not saying...
No, of course not. Not unless you have to. Find her and talk her down. We need Axis alive.
We need them both alive.
Exactly. Gear up and head to Ops when you're ready. We'll go over the mission details.
I hope I can do the